and this is Jessie, and we are Siroko duo, and we are very excited to be here with Julie Barwick today to be speaking about her piece that we'll be performing on November 4th. Julie, can you tell us a little bit about your piece?
Yeah, so the piece is titled Conversations. It's in 3 movements, and the first movement is a kind of monologue between each instrument, and they're sort of talking about the same thing but not really talking to each other. The second movement is an excited exchange of ideas, almost like finishing each other's sentences. And the third one is the one where the instruments are most harmoniously in sync and really just explores just the sound of the beautiful flute. It just is really melodic.
What was the influence behind your piece?
So the main inspiration behind the piece was when I went to go see 2 improvisers, vocal improvisers, one being my friend Lauren Benedict and the other one is Ron Heglin. And they had a 3-movement kind of concept behind their improvisation where they was just different exchange of ideas, and that got me thinking, you know, when you have 2 instruments, improvising or not, written music or not, they really have to listen to each other and interact at that moment. So that's kind of what I wanted to explore with Conversations, was a loose feeling, improvisational feeling, where the 2 instruments really have to listen to each other in different ways.
And Julie, you used alto flute, which
Yes.
for one of the movements, and we're really excited about that. And why alto flute?
Well, why not, of course, because it's a wonderful instrument, and there's just, when you have an opportunity to write for it, you know, you really should do it.
We think so.
Definitely. But more specifically, I did imagine I wanted, for the first movement, which is the monologue movement, I wanted to create a stronger identity between the 2 instruments, and the alto flute just gave it a little bit different sound to allow that to come through a little more, I thought.
And so we're wondering, have you ever written for 2 flutes before? And writing this piece, did you have any challenges with that?
Yeah, so I hadn't written for 2 flutes before, and I really actually haven't written for any of 2 of the same instruments, so that was a very interesting challenge where you had to think, okay, these instruments have the same timbre, they have the same range, and they also can only really do 1 note at one time, so that all of those things did create some limitations, but you know, as a composer, having limitations can sometimes be really freeing. And so I thought, okay, you know, whenever I wanted to write 3 notes, which couldn't be possible unless I went into the multiphonics world, which maybe for the next piece, but for this piece, I just said, okay, let's get rid of that 1 note. What 2 notes would really be the best? And so that was kind of like the idea was, you know, how can I simplify this piece and find just the bare minimum of what I really need to make the idea come across. And that was kind of the challenge, and also the best part about writing it.
Awesome. Thanks, Julie, for being here. We're really excited to be performing your piece, and thank you for tuning in. We hope you'll join us for our concert on November 4th at Little Mission Studio at 7:30 p.m. Thanks.